Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be showing you how I created 2 Christmas cards. The images are quite simple to make, so don't get fooled by the thumbnail. They're actually quite easy. I am working on bee paper. This is the 140 pound 100% cotton watercolor paper, and I took a sheet of 6x9 and sliced it in half. So on the long end, I guess it would be 4.5 inches, and then each pieces I cut them down to 3 inches each. So I was able to do 4 card fronts with a 6x9 sheet of paper, which is not bad at all. I choose not to do the card entirely with watercolor paper. I prefer to mount them on regular cardstock because I feel that the watercolor paper is kind of wasted when you do the entire card with it, and I know how pricey it can be, so I like to save it for real watercolor and not just a signature inside, if that makes any sense. Okay, so what I did is I created a line just so as a guide, just so that I know where my flower pots would go, because I do have a tendency to start too high, and then when it comes time to do the branches, then I am stuck. I don't have enough space at the top, so that's why I did 2 lines on each side. And the flower pots are really easy to do. They're just blobs of color. That's all it is. They're not perfect. They are meant to be that way. As you know, I very rarely do anything that I need to stay within the lines. And I think that this is the easiest way to create, especially at Christmas time where we don't have a lot of time. I think that these would be cool to do in one afternoon. You can probably line them all up and then work in series. So the first tree that I'm going to make, and by the way, these cards are really not conventional. You probably have already guessed by the thumbnail. So in this one, I'm going to just use this very small brush to create branches. And the other one is going to be more of a Christmas tree. Although this one here that you're seeing, I gave it like a Christmas flair. So the rest of the video is pretty well self-explanatory. So I'm going to leave you with some music, and I will come back at the end to chat some more with you. This stuff is Dr. P.H. Martin's pen white ink, I believe it's called. Yes, pen white ink, and it's quite opaque. It is comparable to the Copic white ink, and I highly recommend it. It's not that super expensive compared to Copic, and it does the job really well. Using a white gel pen on red is a bit tricky because it does dilute the red, and you would probably have to go over your designs maybe twice or even a third time. So I find this is a time saver, and who doesn't like a time saver during Christmas time? I also want to mention that all the supplies will be listed below, and yeah, that's that. All right, back to music. they cute? I don't know if it's because it's 3:50 in the morning, but I really like them. I think they're adorable, and I also want to go to sleep, so I'm gonna keep it short. They really didn't take long to make, and you can do multiples at the same time. That would be a great time saver. And I know that some of you will find different types of branches to add to these flower pots, and also in the way that I decorated the pots, you can probably come up with your own ideas. So if you want to recreate this style, and if you're sharing on your social media, make sure that you tag me at Création CC so that I can see them and I can go and leave comments and likes and stuff like that. I also wanted to briefly mention the Advent Pocket Doodler that I put together and showed on the live stream that was that happened last Sunday. It was recorded, so you can go and watch that if you've missed it. And the idea behind this is that we can still stay creative during Christmas time by just allowing ourselves to do maybe 5 to 10 minutes of doodling in this Advent Pocket Doodler. So I am still working on adding the colors to the background before the 1st of December. And then on the 1st of December, I will start doodling or adding paint or whatever I feel like doing. Doesn't have to be doodling, but it'll probably be doodling. Anyways, I have babbled long enough. I want to go to sleep. Thank you so much for watching. Again, the list of supplies will be in the description below. I also want to thank my awesome patrons over at Patreon who support my art on that platform. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.